when we British, when we won the battle in the river now against the Napoleons and the French. In front of you, the next bridge, Waterloo Bridge. But the Waterloo Bridge, she's popularly known in London as the Ladies' Bridge. Mainly because this is the only bridge about 99% of the female workforce when the men were away for war. Even though we heard that the person in charge was a man that was 17. Of course, someone has to 17 for the ladies doing the construction. But guess what, guys? This is the only building, this is the only bridge in London that was built on time and under budget by the ladies. That's if you can believe that as well. On to the left, on your left hand side, the building you're seeing right now, the one with the green dome, the one behind the trees, that is one of London's Somerset House. In fact, that's our Somerset House, and she's one of London's palace. She was built as a palace for the Duke of Somerset. But guess what? The Duke of Somerset that was supposed to own the palace could not live to see the completion of the palace himself. And the reason why he could not live to see is because before the palace was being completed, very tragically, he was found guilty of treason, and unfortunately his head was chopped off on the bloody tower. That's why that building to date, everything in there is being placed, all our death certificates, marriage certificates, and birth certificates are the ones that have been placed in the building to date, till now.
Wow.
Onto your left hand side as well, onto the left in front of you, you're gonna see a white ship coming into view right now in front of you on the left hand side. That white ship as well, if you got pictures or cameras, feel free to take a picture of it, because that is also an historical vessel, because that vessel you're seeing right now, she was used in World War I, when so many of our courageous soldiers lost their life. She was one of our Navy ships at the time, and she was one of the best ones at the fleet at the time as well. She was brought into London, and when she was brought into London, she was placed here as a living drinking pub for the master mariners. And who are the master mariners? The master mariners, they are people that have served, they are captains that have served in sea for nearly 35 years and above or more. So if you're downstairs or upstairs, everyone look to your right hand side. And if you look to your right hand side right now, you're going to see the beautiful fire entertainers here in London on the beach. As you all know, those fire entertainers, a bit of history for you. The fire entertainers, they originated from Hawaii. This is one of our culture there today. As you can see, they're dancing, they're appreciating London on the beach here in London. That's also where, if you ever watched a movie called Baywatch, that's also where Baywatch was being filmed. If you believe me, that's on you. But that is one of London's 5-star Bora Bora. That's our own private beach there. We enjoyed it because if you go to the beach in London, that's where you're going to see the broken bottles and dirty waters. But don't be surprised if you see sails swimming with you as well in the River Thames. On the right as well, onto the right hand side, the next building you're going to see on the right hand side is what they call the OXO, our OXO Tower. The OXO Tower, that building is the only building in London, across it, that building is the only building in London that still display or that still advertise the name of its building in the whole of the River Thames. If you look across the whole River Thames, all the way from here down to Gravesend, or all the way from here down to Greenwich, wherever we're going down, you can never see anyone advertising anything on the river apart from the building onto the right hand side. The Oxford Tower, she used to be a place whereby Mama's Gravens, the stock cube for cooking, used to be made. But right now, she's no more a stock cube, she's no more a factory. She's now, the upper part is now one of London's 5-star restaurants, and the middle part is now an apartment. Also, look to your left, onto the left-hand side right now. The building you're seeing right now to the left-hand side, the brown one with the one with the green roof, that is one of London's old city school of boys. So, all of you on the upper deck, as you can see, the whole city school of boys, that is where, look at the building, that building right now to the left, you can see some statues. If you can see the small statues, you can see some statues on the building. 4 statues onto the building, and those 4 statues you're seeing right now, they represent the 4 scholars that have been into the school. And that's one being Isaac Newton, William Shakespeare, and so many more in the building today. And also, that's in central London. Trust me, if you go to London, seeing that building from the river might be small, But if you go onto the shore, onto the land, see the building right on the land is a beautiful view if you're not there as well. In front of you, that's the Blackfriars Railway. I can see some of you are already getting excited because some of you recognize the building or the bridge in front of us. Yeah. And for those of you that doesn't recognize it, the bridge in front of us is the Blackfriars Railway. And this bridge was used in the movie called Mission Impossible by Tom Cruise as well. This bridge as well, like I was told, she was completed in the year 2013. Normally she was meant to be completed in the year 2012 for the Olympics, but she didn't get completed until 2 years or 1 year later after that.